My name is Tom Jennings, and I've known Sherry since we were freshmen in college, 6 years ago, something like that. We met, I think, in an acting class, because we were in theater together at Ann Arbor. And, well, then we just became really good friends. We did scenes together. She had a maturity about her, even though she was a freshman co-ed. I mean, I was a dizzy, ingenue freshman, and she was a leading lady. Even from the time of her freshman year, she had that voice, and she had a presence and warmth. That's what I most remember about Sherry, is her warmth. And so I've known Susan since before that's when she was conceived.
Well, not like that.
I mean, thank you for clarifying that. I wasn't there. I wasn't present for the moment, but as soon as it became known, I was there. And Sherry was the first friend that I had that got married. And well, she and Dick were still in Ann Arbor. And then we all moved to New York at the same time, in the early 60s. And I spent quite a bit of time with them then. And then I went off to Europe for a while and lost track of Sherry for a few years. And then one day I turned on the TV, and there she was speaking as a spokesperson for the city, advocating and preparing people for the recycling program. I said, wow, Sherry, oh, that, I mean, I loved it that she had done that, because it just showed she had such passion, as people have mentioned, such dedication to making the world a better place. I think I've said before about Sherry, she just was such an idealist, and she cared, and she really worked. And then I lost track of her again after we got together for a couple of years, and then one day I Googled her. And this was when Google, so it was quite a few years later when we had Google. I just Googled Sherry, Levy, Kohler. I didn't even know Alpern at the time. I only knew Sherry, Lewin, Levy, Kohler. Found her phone number. That's what kind of activist she was. She had everything right out there on the internet. Because she was involved with so many causes and so many important things. And so I immediately wrote her and said, "Are you my Sherry Lewin Levy?" And she said, yes. And so that was probably about 15 years ago. And we became, I guess, something like ladies who lunch. We went to movies together, and we'd have lunch together, and we'd have these endless, long conversations about everything that's going on in the world. And she cared, like I said. I'm talking too long, I'm sorry. I'm like Elaine Stritch, just try it. Anyway, I really don't have anything more to say except how much we all are going to miss her, but she was somebody to remember as a shining inspiration.